Hi everyone, Radhe Radhe. In this video, we're going to be doing chapter 18, verse 47. This is a verse that is very, very often quoted, and I think there's a similar verse to that somewhere earlier also. We might have encountered it. Chapter 3, maybe? I'm not sure at all. Something. It seems like this is a second time that he's saying this, or maybe it's just been quoted so many times I've heard it from those quotes, not from a previously done thing. So, anyways, let us call out to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. I'm getting distracted, sorry. Yeah. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Dear Bhagwan Shri Krishna, please, 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 please help us understand how to do our Swadharma correctly, and how to do what our nature is correctly, and how to know what our nature is, and how to follow it. And thank you so much for giving us these verses that are explaining things in such a good way. Okay, so let's read the verse, sing the verse together. Shreyan swadharmo vigunaha paradharmat swanushthitat swabhavaniyatam karma kurvannapnoti kilbisham. It is better to engage in one's own occupation, even though one may perform it imperfectly, than to accept another's occupation and perform it perfectly. Duties prescribed according to one's nature are never affected by sinful reactions. So this is a little bit confusing to me, because if you're performing something else perfectly, then that means that is your nature, right? So how do you know what is your nature if it's not by how well you do it? Like, my belief system is my nature is this because I am inclined to do this and because I do it well. Although he kind of does explain it, so I'm not quite, there's some nuance there which I don't quite understand. But Arjun was a Kshatriya, he was not a Brahmin. But then during this thing, he was like, okay, I'll go become a Brahmin. Like, I'll go to the forest and give up all this fight and take sannyas and just sit under a tree and not do my Kshatriya duty, because a Kshatriya has to kill or tell lies for the sakes of diplomacy, or do all kinds of things. And so he might say, I want to become a Brahmin. And so Bhagwan Shri Krishna was like, no, this is your path and you need to do it. And if you follow it with pure full devotion, then you'll be okay. And similarly, for a Brahmin, for a Vaishya, they might have to lie. A merchant has to lie. Oh, my dear customer, for you, I'm making no profit. So this is what businessmen do all the time, right? And so they may think, no, I don't want to lie because I want to become a Brahmin. But that's not good. This is their inclination. This is their nature. And so they should do this. Because so whatever varna you're in, it doesn't matter. You need to do whatever you need to do. Basically, you need to do your duty, and if you do it with full devotion, with giving the results up to Krishna, then nothing else matters. Then you're not bound by the karma of all of that. Instead, if we abandon our duties, thinking them to be defective, and take up another's duties unsuitable for our nature, against the innate inclination of our personality, like Arjun wanting to become a Brahmin when he was actually a Kshatriya, then that is not helpful. When one becomes spiritually accomplished, the Swadharma changes. It no longer remains at the bodily platform. It becomes the dharma of the soul, which is devotion to God. I love this, right? It's no longer these varnas that are these four varnas are in the bodily platform. So when we keep doing our spiritual, our devotional work, eventually we don't care about anything material anymore. Eventually we get to the soul level where the only dharma is devotion to God. Then we can give up occupational duties and engage wholeheartedly in devotion, because now that is the swadharma of one's nature. And for that, this is the 1866 Sarva Dharman Parityaja. That is the verse that he's talking about. Like, then give up everything and simply surrender to me. Until that stage is reached, the instruction given in this verse, 1847, is applied. We must keep doing our prescribed duties as long as the taste for devotion through hearing, chanting, meditating, and Leelas of God has not developed. Okay. Okay, so that's it for this verse. We'll do chapter 18, verse 48 in the next video. Wish you a day filled with lots and lots and lots of Bhagwan Shri Krishna and Radharani's mercy. Lots of bhakti, lots of Krishna prem, lots of Radharani prem, lots of spiritual bliss, not material happiness, but spiritual bliss, and lots of spiritual love and connection with the divine, with Bhagwan Shri Krishna and Radharani. Wish you a beautiful day. Radhe Radhe.